Welcome back to Indices and Logarithms. Today, the index laws get two big upgrades, powers of powers and fractional indices. Look at this, 5 squared and then that whole thing cubed. A power sitting on top of another power. Is the answer 5 to the power 5 or 5 to the power 6? And here is a stranger 19 to the power a half. What could half a power possibly mean? By the end of this lesson, you will crack both in 1 second flat with 2 new index laws that build straight on the multiplication law you already know. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to first simplify a power raised to another power using the powers of powers law, keep the base and multiply the indices. Second, explain exactly what a fractional index means and how an index of 1 over n is really the nth root of the number. And third, evaluate powers with fractional indices, including indices like 2/3 and 3/4. Powers of powers. Let's build the law properly. From a small example we can check by hand. Take 2 cubed, all squared. Squared just means write the thing down twice and multiply. So it's 2 cubed times 2 cubed. Now, the multiplication law from earlier in this substrand takes over same base, so ADD the indices. 3 plus 3, 2 to the power 6. Quick check that nothing went wrong. 2 cubed is 8, and 8 times 8 is 64, exactly 2 to the power 6. Look at what actually happened to the indices. We wrote the power out 2 times, and the indices ADDD up to 3 times 2. Hence, 2 cubed, all squared, is 2 to the power 3 times 2. And that is the whole law. When a power is raised to another power, keep the base and multiply the indices. A to the m, all to the n, equals a to the m times n. So our hook question is already dead. 5 squared, all cubed, is 5 to the 2 times 3, 5 to the power 6. The classic trap is adding the indices and saying 5 to the power 5. Adding is for multiplying powers. When a power sits on another power, the indices multiply. Worked example 1. Simplify these, giving your answers in index form. A, 6 squared, all to the power 4, and B, 10 cubed, all to the power 5. A. Let's do this one the long way once, so you trust the law. To the power 4 means write 6 squared down 4 times and multiply. Same base throughout, so the multiplication law adds the indices 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. 4 2's make 8. 6 to the power 8, exactly 2 times 4, the 2 indices multiplied. So 6 squared, all to the power 4, is 6 to the power 8. B, 10 cubed, all to the power 5. No expanding this time straight from the law. Keep the base 10, multiply the indices, 3 times 5. 3 times 5 is 15, 10 to the power 15 done in one line. 10 to the power 15, that's the power of this law. The long way needed 15 tens. The law needed 1 multiplication, 3 times 5. Fractional indices. Time for the strange one from the intro 9 to the power a half. Let's force it to reveal itself using the multiplication law again. Whatever 9 to the half is, multiplied by itself. Same base, so add the indices. A half plus a half is 1, and 9 to the power 1 is just 9. But we already know a number that does exactly that. The square root of 9 times itself gives 9 back. Same job, same number. 9 to the power a half, is the square root of 9, which is 3. An index of 1 over 2 means square root. Cube roots work the same way. 5 times 5 times 5 is 5 cubed, 125. So the cube root of 125 is 5, and we can write that root as an index, 125 to the power 1/3. So here is the second law of the day. An index of 1 over n means the nth root, power a half square root, power a third cube root, power a quarter fourth root. Worked example 2. Simplify. A, 49 to the power a half, B, 216 to the power 1/3, and C, 4 over 49 to the power a half. A, Power a half means square root. The square root of 49, what number times itself gives 49? 7, because 7 sevens are 49. B. Power 1/3 means cube root. The cube root of 216 is 6. Check it. 6 times 6 is 36, and 36 times 6 is 216. Perfect. C. A fraction changes nothing. Power a half square root of the whole fraction. And to root a fraction, root the top and the bottom separately. Root of 4 is 2. Root of 49 is 7. 2 sevens. 4 over 49 to the power a half is 2 over 7. And you can always check 2 7 squared takes you straight back to 4 over 49. Worked example 3 where today's two laws join forces. What about an index like 2/3 or 3/4? Split the fraction using powers of powers. M over n is 1 over n times m. So a to the m over n is the nth root of a taken first, then raised to the power m. Root first, power second. It keeps the number small. A. 8 to the power 2/3. The 3 underneath is the cube root. The 2 on top is a squaring. Cube root of 8 first. That's 2, because 2 cubed is 8. Then square it, 4. 8 to the 2/3 is 4. B. 16 to the power 3/4. Fourth root first, then cube the result. The fourth root of 16 is 2. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 is 16. And 2 cubed is 8. 16 to the 3/4 is 8. Notice the rhythm both times. Bottom of the fraction root, top of the fraction power. Let's close the loop on everything you set out to learn today. A power raised to another power. Keep the base and multiply the indices, never add them. A fractional index is a root. Power a half is the square root. Power 1/3 is the cube root. Power 1 over n is the nth root. And for an index of m over n, take the nth root first, then raise the answer to the power m. Your practice pause and try all 4. A. 3 to the power 4, all squared, leave it in index form. B. 100 to the power a half. C. 8 over 27 to the power 1/3. D. 25 to the power 3 over 2. Answers. A. Multiply the indices. 4 times 2, 3 to the power 8. B. The square root of 100, 10. C. Cube root of the top and the bottom, 2/3. D. Square root of 25 is 5. Then 5 cubed, 125. Well done. That's powers of powers and fractional indices. Take the practice quiz below to lock it in fresh numbers every attempt. Next lesson, relating powers of 10 to common logarithms. See you there.